You know, she was like third or fourth in the betting odds to be MVP of the WNBA. That's such a slap in the face to every WNBA player.
Has all the leverage in this situation, and I'm not saying she flexed it, but she was comfortable enough in her position to make the decision.
Geno Auriemma just lost millions because Caitlin Clark said no. Yep, the same coach who once slammed Clark's fans as disrespectful is now singing a completely different tune. But what's really going on here? Before we dive in, a quick favor. If you enjoy this content, take a second to like the video and subscribe. Over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing. It costs nothing, but means the world to us. Did you hit subscribe? Awesome. Thank you. Now back to the story. Here's the deal. Auriemma has a stake in a new basketball league and really wanted Clark on board, but she turned down over $1 million to play. Now Auri's scrambling, and his comments are giving everyone whiplash. It's like watching a slow-motion car crash, and we've got front row seats. Remember when Geno Auriemma, the legendary coach from UConn, said Clark would flop in the WNBA? That actually happened. Back in June, Auriemma appeared on the Dan Patrick Show and didn't hold back. He even called Clark's fan base delusional. Can you believe it?
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players.
Auriemma didn't hold back. He went on to claim that Clark wasn't ready for the WNBA, saying, quote, "The physicality of the WNBA is going to be a huge adjustment for her." Basically, he didn't think she could handle the big leagues.
She's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie.
According to Geno, Clark's college dominance wouldn't carry over to the WNBA. Why was he so certain she'd struggle? He kept pointing to the league's physicality, arguing that Clark's slender frame wouldn't stand up against stronger, more experienced players. Auriemma even suggested she might get knocked around and have trouble getting her shots off. But here's where it gets interesting. How wrong can one legendary coach be? Turns out, very wrong. Clark didn't just survive in the WNBA, she absolutely thrived in her rookie season. She averaged 21.5 points per game. That's not just impressive, that's all-star level. She also added 7.3 assists and 3.9 rebounds per game. Clark didn't just adapt, she dominated. And she wasn't just padding stats, she led the Indiana Fever to a huge turnaround, taking them from one of the league's worst teams to playoff contenders.
Starts to feel like that as well. So they're dangerous not because of what Caitlin does, but what somebody like her.
Clark's impact was immediate and impossible to ignore. But believe it or not, Geno's criticism didn't end with that one interview. Oh no, he had plenty more to say, and it only gets wilder from here. Forget everything you thought you knew about rookie seasons in the WNBA. Clark didn't just adjust to the league, she rewrote the rulebook. And when I say rewrite, I mean she grabbed that rulebook, set it on fire, and danced around the ashes. Talk about handling pressure, Geno. Here's the insane part. Clark broke 62 records in her very first season. That's not a typo, 62. She basically walked into the WNBA and said, "Thanks for the records, I'll take them all." Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Early on, she did struggle with the league's physicality. It was like watching a gazelle navigate through a herd of buffalo. But Clark isn't just gifted, she's smart. And she adapted faster than you can say triple-double.
He has decided not to do Unrivaled, even though Aaliyah Boston's doing it, Lexi Hull is doing it, Kate Martin is doing it.
Once Clark found her rhythm, it was game over for everyone else. Remember that 35-point explosion against the Dallas Wings? That wasn't just a great game. It was Clark announcing to the world, "I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere." She was raining threes like they were going out of style, smashing the rookie record for most three-pointers in a season.
Isn't anything they think they can't do. You can tell, Caitlin thinks there's not a shot that she can't make. There's not a play that she can't make.
And it wasn't just about scoring. Clark was dishing out assists like a point guard possessed, breaking the WNBA single-season assist record previously held by Alyssa Thomas. It's like she looked at that record and said, "Nice, but I can do better." Even the legends of the game were impressed. Lisa Leslie, A three-time WNBA MVP, was practically gushing after Clark shattered the rookie three-point record. Leslie tweeted, "I'm so proud of you. And you're just getting started. Let it rain." When a GOAT like Leslie is cheering you on, you know you're doing something right. As the season went on, whispers about MVP started circulating. Could a rookie really win it? Clark climbed that ladder like she was in a race to the top, ultimately finishing fourth in MVP voting.
You know, she was like third or fourth in the betting odds to be MVP of the WNBA. That's such a slap in the face to every WNBA player.
Fourth as a rookie. That's not just impressive. That's redefining what's possible. But here's the kicker. This story isn't over, not by a long shot. Clark's rookie rampage was only the beginning. And what comes next? Let's just say things are about to get even more interesting. Her rookie season was mind-blowing, but the off-court drama? That's where it really gets wild. Remember how Geno Auriemma used to trash-talk Clark? Well, you won't believe what he's saying now. The same guy who once called her fans delusional is now hailing Clark as the best player of all time. I'm not kidding, Geno did a complete 180. He's out here saying, "I love her. I think she's the best player. Forget I ever said Paige was the best. She's the best player in the country." That's a direct quote, folks.
So I love her. I think she's the best player. Forget I ever said Paige is the best player in the country. I think she's the best player of all time.
It's like Geno woke up one day and suddenly decided Clark was the greatest thing since sliced bread. But why the sudden change? Here's where it gets juicy. Turns out, Geno's got his hands in a new venture, a 3-on-3 basketball league called Unrivaled. And this isn't just any league. We're talking six-figure salaries and equity stakes for players. It's meant to be a big alternative to playing overseas, and guess who they wanted as the star? Yep, Caitlin Clark. Now, imagine running this new league. You've already got WNBA stars like Napheesa Collier and Breanna Stewart signed on, but to really make a splash, you need the hottest name in women's basketball. That's Clark. Without her, the whole thing could fizzle before it even starts. So Unrivaled goes all out, offering Clark over $1 million for just an 8-week season. Crazy money. Everyone's holding their breath. Will she take the cash and become the face of the league? But Clark? She says no, turning it down to rest and recover after her intense rookie season.
Has all the leverage in this situation, and I'm not saying she flexed it, but she was comfortable enough in her position to make the decision.
Can you believe it? $1 million, and Clark's like, "Nah, I'm good." That's some serious confidence right there. You can bet Geno wasn't thrilled. He's got money riding on this league, and Clark just pulled the rug out from under him. Other stars like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull signed on, but without Clark, it just wasn't the same. The fallout from her decision was massive. Fans on social media went absolutely wild. Memes, savage roasts, and relentless comebacks flooded the internet. But here's the twist. It wasn't just about roasting Geno. This drama actually threatened to tank an entire league before it even got off the ground. Fans dug up all of Geno's old quotes and paired them with Clark's jaw-dropping stats. One viral tweet showed Clark sinking a deep three with the caption, "How's that physicality looking now, Geno?" Ouch. The internet collectively reminded him of every wrong thing he ever said about her. And it wasn't just fans, sports commentators joined in too. One tweeted, "Caitlin Clark is lighting up the WNBA. Geno must be fuming right now." Everyone was loving watching Geno eat his words. Here's where things get even more intense. Remember Geno's new league, Unrivaled? Clark turning down that $1 million offer didn't just disappoint him. It sent the entire league into a tailspin. Analysts started questioning whether Unrivaled could even survive without a star like Clark.
Rival League is picking up players and they're getting ready to make a big splash in January with this league.
One commentator said it best. Losing Caitlin Clark is a massive blow. She's not just a player, she's a brand. You should have seen Geno's face when Clark officially turned down Unrivaled. It looked like someone had just told him his dog ran away. Totally unmasked. It was clear how much was riding on getting Clark on board. In the end, he decided not to participate in Unrivaled, even though Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kate Martin all signed up. Now, everyone's wondering what this means for Geno's future. His credibility took a huge hit, and people are reevaluating all his past comments, especially the one about Clark being set up for failure. Every time Clark breaks a record, Geno's reputation takes another hit. Meanwhile, Clark is making power moves. Turning down that $1 million offer proved she's not just about the money. She's thinking long-term, focusing on rest, preparation, and her career instead of quick cash. Fans are loving it, and it's reshaping how people think players should manage their careers. The lesson? Actions really do speak louder than words, even when those words come from a legendary coach.
The one thing they have in common is their competitiveness. The way they transcend their team even.
So, what's next for Caitlin Clark? Let me tell you, this girl is just getting started. She's not resting on her laurels after that insane rookie season. Nope. Clark's hitting the gym, focusing on strength training, and working to get even better. Can you imagine? She's already breaking records left and right, and now she's about to level up again. Experts are going wild over her potential, calling her not just great, but a once-in-a-generation player who could change the entire game. The best part? Clark isn't letting it get to her head. She's taking the time to recharge, refine her skills, and focus on herself, the kind of smart, disciplined thinking that turns good players into legends. What's really inspiring about the story is that it reminds us never to underestimate young talent in women's basketball. Clark proved that rookies can dominate from day one, shutting down every doubter, even legendary coaches. It's like she's sending a message with every game she plays. Watch me work.